Hello pool builders, my name is Eric Fortenberry and I'm the founder and CEO of JobTread Software. Thank you for taking the time today to learn a little bit more about us. I'm excited to share how we can help you become a better contractor and help you manage your jobs from start to finish. Back in 2018, I built JobTread out of a needs basis while I was running a GC. My team and I were struggling to accurately estimate our jobs. We weren't very prompt at turning around those estimates either. Managing the schedules and the various trade contractors is a huge challenge, and we never knew how we were going to perform on a job until 30-45 days after we had sent all the invoices and paid all the bills. Luckily, my prior experience building and selling a software company helped me to be able to develop solutions to these challenges. And after just 1 year of implementing our solutions, we were able to grow our business from 5 to 8 million in sales, and we increased our gross profit by 43%. It was obvious that our software had tremendous potential to help other builders and contractors facing the same challenges. So in 2019, we officially launched JobTread. I'd like to give you a quick overview of the platform and show you how JobTread can also become your end-to-end solution for estimating and project management all the way through to invoicing and billing. So this is your home page in JobTread. You can see all of the upcoming jobs, the active jobs, any pending customer orders, proposals, change orders, things that you're waiting on your signatures. You can see all the open invoices, any pending work orders, which might be your purchase orders, work orders, any vendor orders are all right there. Your vendor bills that need to be reviewed. You also have an activity feed of everything going on across all of your jobs, so that as photos are coming in from your subs or from your workers, or your customers are asking questions, or whatever it may be, as documents are created, you see an activity feed of all this information going on across all your different jobs. Back over here on the left, we've got the main navigation, so you can see all of your tasks, everything that's assigned to you. Anything in red is past due, or if you wanted to actually view it on a calendar like the 30 box view here, you could see all of that. You can also view it for anyone else in your company or your entire team. And so this helps you to stay on track with what is going on, where everyone's at and what jobs, are being worked on. You've got the jobs menu, which this is an overview of every single job in the system. And you're able to customize the information that you see for each of these jobs. If you wanted to see all your jobs, you could do that. Or if you just wanted to see the jobs that you're estimating right now, there's a list of those. Or all of your active jobs or your pending jobs. Maybe even jobs that were created this month or jobs that were closed this month. You get to create these custom views that are going to help you focus on the information that's most relevant to you. Same thing for your customers and for your vendors. You have all of this information right here at a fingertip. This is our CRM and the core basis of it, so that you can come in and you can manage all of your customers, all of your leads. If you wanted to switch and see just the leads, you can do that. Or even if you wanted to see all of your upcoming appointments, you've got that as a custom view. You can decide what information is the most important to you, and that helps you to focus on it. Customers with open invoices is definitely something you should focus on. Make sure that you're getting paid. You also have this vendors list. So this can be both your subcontractors as well as your suppliers, any other vendors that you work with on a day-to-day basis. This is one place to keep track of all of their information. Now obviously maybe you just want to see just your subs in here, and so you could filter this list by just subs. Or maybe you need to know when your subs have an expired COI, or if it's expiring in the next 60 days. Here's a place to keep track of that and make sure that you keep getting those updated COIs each year as they renew. You are also able to see, if you just wanted to sort it by what type of contractor you've got. Maybe just your concrete or your electrician, your excavation. These are all customized views by you to help you better manage all of your subs and all of your vendors. The catalog is a place where you're able to come in here and keep track of all of your cost items. Everything that you're adding to a job, whether it's the core features, the base packages, or it's add-ons or supplemental type work. You're able to see all of that information and create these different views so that you can focus on just the information that you need to see and what you might need to update. You can also create cost groups, which are essentially assemblies to show you, what all is going to go into this, and it makes it very quick for you to add these to your jobs. So for example, these are the 3 base packages that we have. You might also want to look at, your add-on water features. such as, some bubblers, or, if you wanted to have, some slides or some tile or pool heaters. This gives you the ability to create these pre-built groups so that you can very quickly add them to a job. So let's hop into a job. Let's go see what that looks like. I'm going to go over here to a customer. We'll go find Eric and Deja here. And so this is an activity feed going on for just this one customer, so I can see where we're at, everything that's been uploaded, any daily logs, all of that activity is all right here. I've got these custom fields you can see. I can also have one or multiple contacts for each customer. The locations are really important because they keep track of where the jobs are actually occurring. We automatically look up the sales tax rate if you are charging sales tax. You get the built-in Google view, things like that. But let's jump into a job. So this is a job that we've already run for this one customer, but it'll be a nice little walkthrough that I can give you an overview of the tool. So again, this is a feed for just this one job. We've got all the weather, all those custom fields that we might be tracking, any task, activities, things going on. But really, the meat and potatoes of JobTread is right here in this budget builder. This tool, when you first come into it, is obviously going to be blank, but what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to add these pre-built cost groups from your catalog to allow you to very quickly build out the job. And then you can focus on updating the quantities and doing the takeoff, and everything in here is just like Excel. It's click to edit. You're able to kind of go around, make any updates that you need, and then even mass update tools. If you wanted to mass update all of these line items, if you wanted to update the margin or, whatever it may be, you've got a bunch of different mass update tools here to kind of help you do that as quickly as possible. Everything in here is also drag and drop. You can reorder it. You can organize this however it makes the most sense to you and for your customers. But when you're really estimating the job, you're just going to be focused on these kind of figuring out what is this job going to cost you. So we have different budget views that'll help you focus on what's important. You can see we had that main overview. Maybe just you want to focus on the estimating aspects or the scope of work. You're just building that out. Or maybe you're going out and sending out bid requests. Or if you're a project manager and you've already won the job and now you need to focus on your job cost. Or even just like your invoicing view. You can see all of this information at a glance. And so it helps you to focus on the information in your budget that's most important for you at that given moment. The really powerful tool about JobTread, though, is that everything is you enter it once and it's going to flow throughout the job with you. And so when you're creating documents over here, if you wanted to send out bid requests or send customer proposals or change orders, or when it's time to invoice the customer, these are all pulled from templates that you set up in the settings. But the nice thing is that you just can check what you want to include on that document and it'll automatically add it with all of the correct information. You don't have to constantly re-enter information into each of these documents, which really saves you a tremendous amount of time and effort. Once you've created that document, and so I'll show you over here under the documents, we can see a list of every single document that's been created for this job. If you just wanted to look at the customer orders, you could filter the list just by that. Or maybe the invoices. Again, we see that we sent out, one deposit and it was paid, and we still have one progress invoice that's open here. All of your vendor orders, which again are purchase orders, work orders, things like that. And then your vendor bills. What has been paid, what's pending payment. Even draft bills are all going to show up right here. So this is a really powerful tool to manage all of that. So if we wanted to jump into it to see what that proposal looked like. So we sent this proposal to the customer. We gave them some selections that they could make. They chose this Pentair heater. They wanted to add some therapy jets. They did the Typhoon slide. So the customer has the ability on their portal to actually interact with these proposals, and they can select the things that they want to add or the optional upgrades if you provide that to them. They obviously had the base package and then the standard pump and filter there. And so, when you send this to them, you can attach documents, files, photos, any sort of supplemental information. If they have any questions, this customer asks, how soon can you start? I got notified. I was able to directly reply to them. All of the terms and conditions, they automatically pulled from those templates. And then we got a signature. They said they can't wait to see their new pool. So this was a seamless process for me to generate this proposal, send it out electronically, and capture the customer's signature. And when that happened, back over in the budget, we then had a budgeted cost show up. So based on what they have approved, we have this approved budget, and then we also had the approved price. And so this directly pulled from that proposal. As you can see here, I can open up any one of these lines to better understand how that, we got to that. And so the first thing I did after we won the deal was to send them a deposit request. And so, if I just wanted to focus on my invoicing here, I can just go to my invoicing view, and here's where you can see that of my approved price, I've invoiced them for, this much. And if I click on it again, I see, first one was the deposit, then I had a progress invoice. This also tells me the percentage that I've invoiced so far, how much I've collected, what's still receivable, and what's left to invoice. So it's a really powerful tool to be able to view, where you're at from an invoicing standpoint. Now, let's talk about managing the cost and the job costing. I can come here to this view and I can see what I estimated my cost to be, what my approved budget is, and then I can start creating my commitments, which are my purchase orders, my work orders, and I'm able to issue those out to my suppliers and my subcontractors. If I want, they can also, I could require them to sign it. They could upload, progress photos. They could upload their bills directly to here. And then once I'm ready, I can actually come in and create a bill for each of these, work orders and purchase orders. It allows me to just one click, clone the work order directly into a bill. If I need to make any changes, I can, or I can just submit it. And once it's been approved, it's automatically going to push into QuickBooks. We also can decide when these costs have been final. If something has not been finalized, then it's basically gonna we're gonna project the cost based on the maximum of the budgeted cost, the commitments, and the actuals. And so for example, we can see let's see one of these down here potentially. We came in at or over our costs, unfortunately, every time. But if we were to have come in under, then we would have projected the maximum of that budget, commitment, or actual. But as soon as we mark it as final, it's going to take whatever was in the actual. Now, anything showing up in red is where you came in over. So obviously here on this plumbing labor, we had budgeted $4,000. We tried to get it a little bit lower and sent the work order for $3,500. And we had a bill that we that came in there, but then we had to send the plumber back out, so we had to issue a second work order for an additional $1,300, and so that's why this is showing up in red. And then the bill, actually, the actuals also were over, and so you can see that at a glance where you have run over your budget. Our goal is to alert you in real time. So before you get to the actuals, we want to throw the flag and say, hey, you're over budget, so that you can try to course correct or figure out, do I need to send a change order to the customer? Like, what has happened? How have we overrun our budget? And then towards the end of the job, you might want to really start focusing on your profit. And so this is where you're going to be able to see, again, what you estimated your profit and your profit margin to be, what your budgeted profit margin was based on what the customer had approved, and then what your projected profit and projected profit margin as well as your profit variance are. And these tools really help you to understand, where are we making money, where are we losing money, and how can we make sure that we don't make the same mistakes twice. It's a very powerful tool. As you can see, lots of information in here. You've also got some summary reports that show you exactly what you budgeted, your projections, your variance, your actuals, and then even the cash flow. Whenever your invoices are paid either through Stripe, we allow you to collect online credit card payments, ACH payments, or even if you just push it into your QuickBooks and then collect it over there, all of that information comes back into JobTread so that you can see at any time the real-time status of all of your customer invoices and all of your bills. A couple other really neat features. We have this whole task and schedule management functionality here, where you can see a list of all the tasks. You can directly clone your budget into this task list with the same kind of groups and milestones, or you can come and you can add your own set. But you see, as you're running the jobs, as things get marked off as completed, they turn green. We've got this excavation here where we're a little bit past due. But then everything in blue is what's coming up. You can see who's been assigned to it. Everything's drag and drop. It's a really great tool to manage all of the work on a job. You can assign these out to your subcontractors, to your internal workers, anyone on your team. You're able to assign tasks to, and then they can get in there and they can complete them and help you keep track of the status on this job. So as you can see, we're 5 of 28 tasks. We're 18% complete on this job, and so it's a really powerful tool to help you manage all of that. You can also view it on the calendar if you'd like, or the Gantt chart. Lastly, In this file section, we've got the ability for you to upload unlimited photos, files, videos, whatever it might be. You can also tag them if you wanted to just see the completed photos or just your in-progress photos, or maybe the original plans or permits. All of that information is all available right here. It's a place to archive this. You can decide what you share with your customers, what you share with your subs and vendors, just giving you a place to keep track of all of this. So that's a very quick walkthrough of this, how to run a job on JobTread. There's obviously a lot more that goes into it. We'd really love for you to either sign up today, try it out. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can see all that on our website, or you could even schedule a demo. We'd be happy to do a live walkthrough to show you exactly how this would work for you. So thanks for your time. We really look forward to hearing from you and would love to work with you to help you take your business to the next level. Thank you.